Okay, good morning. It is December 26th, the day after Christmas. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. We had a good Christmas over here. I'm going to go through a couple little exercises I've added to my routine. I managed to be able to get down on the floor and get myself back up to my feet. I use the table when I'm alone, but I did do it with a spotter. My son spotted me, and I can actually do it without the table. And that's a major deal. I'm like 44 days into this thing, and that's a pretty big feat to be able to do that, 63 years old. So I'm going to go through that little routine, and I'm going to throw my daughter doing her hand therapy. She does some hand therapy with me. I try to do everything I can with my left hand. I just walk around with a water bottle in my hand sometimes, just so it's constantly doing something. Very grateful to be able to do this stuff and be able to move forward with my life a little bit. So let's just had breakfast. My daughter we had a rib roast for Christmas yesterday, and the leftovers, she chopped up some of it and fried it in a pan. We had some eggs and fried rice with some beef. It was pretty damn good, and I'm feeling a little bit full. But I'm going to go ahead and get my workout going on here for today. I'm a little late. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Usually I get this done by 1, the first one. But it's a day after Christmas, and I'm kind of just a little slacking. So I'm going to set this camera up, and I'm going to show myself getting up off this floor. It's nothing pretty, but it's a milestone, It's a milestone. Because I couldn't get up off the floor. I couldn't get down on the floor. But I certainly couldn't get up off the floor a month ago. Now I can get myself up off the floor, which is important. Alright, let's get that going. Okay, like I said, this is not easy, And it doesn't look very pretty, but it's, if you've had a stroke, this is a big deal, being able to do this. So this is how I do it. Now I use the table, like I said, when I'm by myself I use the table. My left arm is very weak. I'm wearing these new shoes. I got these new Rokas for Christmas, and they don't move as well as my other ones. They're not broken in yet. So I get down here like this on one hand, my left hand out there, and I just kind of slide myself to the ground like that, and roll myself onto my back. Like that. Alright, when I'm down here, I do my leg exercises while I'm down here. I do 3 sets of 10 of these, the leg, and I do some of these, I do 30 of those, Then I roll over on my side, and I'll do 30 of these on each side, just trying to build those muscles up. I won't bore you with all that right now, but just to let you know that's what I do. But here's the hard part, getting back to the feet. I can't roll over on my left side yet, but I can roll myself over onto my right side like that, and get myself to my knees. Then I get over here to the table. My arm is still pretty weak. I get over here to the table, and I kind of get this leg up like that. And I can work myself back to my feet. And that's how I do that. Yeah, so I just shut the camera off and got down there. I got up, got down again, and did 30 leg ups, and 30 of everything. A bunch of work I do, and some stretches down there too. I'm down there for about 10 minutes, about 15 minutes, doing a bunch of leg work and hip work, trying to get that stuff all back in shape again. It's not easy, It's not easy. You would think that that's just simple stuff, but it's not. I'll show you this little weight set I bought here. I bought that little weight set for my daughter for Christmas. But really, I thought I would be using it. It's since my arm is so weak, you know, the 2 pounds and 3 pounds and 4 pounds, that's about all I can lift with that hand. So I add that in there. And so I'll show you this new exercise. I gotta get... Okay, for this exercise, I have a hard time getting this thing situated on my legs the right way. I use this little grabber. My buddy Mr. J, the master plumber, gave me these. You know, it just works out easier for getting the stuff on my leg. And you got to remember, I am 63 and I was a bit stiff before I had this damn stroke. You know, I got some arthritis. I've actually had surgery on both my wrists. Carpal tunnel. I've had surgery on this finger a couple times. Carpal tunnel, trigger finger on a couple fingers. Injections of cortisone and things like that. So my hands they're a little screwed up before this ever happened. They're old and they've worked a lot. You can see I'm getting quite a bit back in that hand. It's moving quite a bit. It's still hard for me to bend over. It was hard for me to do this, like put my socks on. I use this thing for putting my socks on right now. Hopefully that's going to improve with time. But I just use that to put that on there like that. Makes it easier. So with this thing, you know, I do these leg outs, which is just more thigh work, thigh and hip work. But really, I do 30 of those while I got it on. But really what I do with this thing is this little crab walk thing. I set this up over here so you can watch me do it. Of course, this is all directly off of Dr. Tara and Kevin's videos. So basically I just walk back and forth 5 times on a sidewalk. So that's it. I do that 5 times, which is basically 10 times, and my thighs can feel it, and I'll move up in strength of bands as I get better, and I am getting better. I feel it every day. So I'll go through this one more little last thing we do. Besides playing catch, my son plays catch with me with the balls, and that's a good reflective thing. But, you know, my son's really into basketball, and I like basketball. We watch some basketball. LaMelo Ball, his favorite player, so I kind of caught onto that. But so I just started bouncing a basketball in here, and it's a good exercise. I'll go through that a little bit. This is a brand new basketball. I got it for my son for Christmas. You know, I've been buying my son new basketball every year for like 20 years. Christmas he gets a new ball every year, but this is this year's ball. So basically, yeah, you put air in it, good. Basically, just to get some reflective. You know, I know it's ugly, but you know what? It's I do this for 10, 20 minutes or so, 15, 10, 15, whatever, till I don't want to go get it anymore. But you know, I walk with it too. See, it takes my mind off of the walking and puts it more on the basketball. And pick it up and catch it. Yeah, I'll do that for a while. So, you know, I don't really see any of that too much, but you know, it's kind of fun to do, and it gives that arm a lot of movement. It's moving around a lot doing that, so it can't be bad. Any kind of movement is good, right? Stay off my ass and keep working. Well, I'm gonna beat this thing, man. I'm gonna beat it. I'm definitely gonna be thinner. I've already lost almost 10 pounds. So I'm gonna be thinner than I was. My hand may never be as strong as it was, but you know, I'll get some other stuff going on. Update of where I'm at 44 days into this thing. So try to keep a positive attitude, stay grateful for just being alive for one, and being able to get better. And yeah, very grateful. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll catch you in the next one. All right, thanks, bye.